We set the trend in the script.
Absolutely. You are, you have been, you will be under the roof.
Snip this glue, get in the zone, because we got to go do something. So that's what we did. And I'm going to be honest with you, I used to like it. You got people from the East and the West and different places, to come over and groove with us.
Was Hoover grooving some part of Hoover? Never met a Hoover groove.
Never met.
Me either, never in my life. But
A part of what was called the Bonzella Crips.
Hoovers ain't starting no Hoover Crips. And we hit that hand moving on you, walking in your house.
Wait, do that again.
Hit that hand moving on you, that messed up your whole party. You are, you have been, you will be under the roof.
Help reunite a devoted parent with their family after 16 years. Joseph, a devoted parent and community supporter, fights for justice. Their life was shattered by wrongful imprisonment, tearing them away from loved ones. For 16 long years, this individual has battled to reclaim both freedom and family. You can play a crucial role in helping them reclaim their life and reunite with their family today. Every donation brings hope and justice closer to reality for this family. Stand with Joseph, donate now.
I get it. And this shit is not no game.
Yeah, that's what it ain't. That's what it ain't. Now, in terms of redemption, and you said early on, man, we're the cause. That middle generation, you know what I'm saying, from the founders to the first, generation, we're in the middle. We're the cause of a lot of this havoc going on. In terms of that, acknowledging that you were part of the problem or were part of the problem, what have you done, man, to redeem yourself, man, to try to, not just speaking to the cautionary aspect of what have you given back, man, to try to change the course of minds of individuals coming up behind you? What have you done to, make up for your sins?
I have a segment of my life which I take very true dearly. I deal with individuals. I have an organization called Truth About Gangs.
Say it again.
Truth About Gangs. TAG, tag. Truth About Gangs. And I deal with a lot of youth at parks. I've been to different juvenile halls up Northway, where I talk to dudes, about what they're going through because they don't understand a lot of they going through. Mama on dope, daddy in the pen, and they selling dope because they want their little sister to go to school dressed clean. Different things. They're a product of their community and society.
Environment.
And I teach and I try to show them where that's coming from, where your frame of thought is coming from. Once they understand where their frame of thought is coming from, it can be changed. If you don't show them where it's coming from, it can't be changed. And along with that, it is beautiful, bro, because dudes, me and your age, to come home and, after doing the time we've done, to see our younger homies, got multiple productive, things in motion that are very, very beneficial, progressive, positive, everything, homie. And I'm loving seeing my little dudes they got halfway houses. They got this. They try to give back. My brother, man, my brother was up north, paroled from San Quentin. A lot of dudes know, bro.
After how long?
33 years. Well, he been all over, but he paroled from San Quentin. This dude got home, and damn near every dude that got out that he knew or knew of, he helped them dudes get jobs. He, did everything it took to help them dudes out of their situation. And a lot of dudes up north know it. A lot of dudes down, they know Big Dev Low.
Yeah.
And it's a trip because we was like, damn, man, come on home, man. And he stayed up there and he felt ill, but it's coming together now. He'll be all right. But it's just, it's a matter of, if you're not willing to give something back, get the hell out the way.
All right.
Move out the way.
And that's how you give back through tag.
Yeah, I get back through tag. You know, I can talk to youngsters and make them relate to my story.
All right.
Because if you don't understand my story, you'll live it. One day you'll live it. If you're not smart, if you don't wake up, you will be sitting in that penitentiary in that cell.
And tag is something you do on a daily, or week. How often are you involved? And this is your program.
Yeah, this is my program. I do it like 2-3 times a week.
All right.
And then I got one of the homies down in the land. I can say his name, Baby Took him.
Yeah.
You know, me and him.
Shout out to Baby
we
Took
talk
him,
regularly.
Yeah.
Anything that I need to help with my program, he steps up for me.
Yeah, he's
I'm in talks with a couple of more homies. I don't want to say their names because I don't know how they might feel about it. But yeah, you know, and it's positive because through tag, I ventured this in the pen. You know, talking to niggas from different sets, other niggas from different sets. And they was like, man, whoa. I'm like, man, truth about gangs.
Yeah.
TAG, tag, truth about gangs.
Yeah.
And I'm pushing
the
that.
truth. Yeah, I can dig that. That sounds good. So, you know, the acronym is tight too.
Yeah, I'm pushing that.
All right. And so last but not least, you know, I think it's always be first, but I do this just intentionally. Who's the real enemy?
In my,
is it alcohol? Is it weed?
Well,
is it who's the real enemy?
All that come into play, but I view myself as my own worst enemy.
Why?
Because I have to deal with that. I have to look in the mirror and be comfortable with that. And all the time, that's not possible.
What do you mean that you look at that? How do you see yourself as your own worst enemy?
Well, like
based on what?
Based on the fact that I don't look at myself as a excellent father because all the time I've done, that's a regret. I was gone for years out of my children's life.
Long time.
And then I talk to my kids and try to deal with my kids, and it's standoffish at many times.
You weren't there.
Because I wasn't there.
You were absent.
That hurts.
Yeah, I could dig it.
If a dude can tell me that don't hurt, something wrong with him. So, along with that, I have to see myself as my worst enemy because I caused these things in my life. You see what I'm saying? I can point the finger at, but I was following Bubble. I can point the finger at you for 100 years, bro.
What if you didn't know any better? You know what I mean? How to me, false self. If
I'm gonna show you something about that,
and it goes back to what we're saying about the younger generation not knowing, having the knowledge to, you know what I'm saying, understand what's in front of them and how to deal with circumstances and situations.
I look at that as an excuse.
I'm asking.
And the reason why I look at that as an excuse, bro, is because every fucking time I've done something, every time I've been to the pen,
you knew better.
It was some telling me, you dumb son of a bitch, you. That's how Hoover, nigga. You ain't gonna get me like that.
Boy, that's a co-realization, ain't it?
Like that.
Whoa.
I know. I just want to do it.
Let me go back because we come from, again, a community that knew better.
Knew better, bro.
Our parents.
You can't blame nobody.
Our parents
you have to blame yourself. You have
we
to
knew.
Yourself.
Yeah. I get
when you
it.
sit up in that stool and you hear your homeboy's mama in your ear talking about you dumb motherfucker.
Well, what you doing?
Did not tell
you gonna go jail.
You know, that ain't, man, come on, bro.
So you view yourself as your own worst enemy right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
well, now I can't say right now, but
now
in the course
I'm gonna show you something.
In the course of
I'm gonna show you something. Let me speak on that. I'm gonna show you something about that. Because cousin the cat, she was still there. He's always there. You gotta be careful with him.
Hello.
You better be careful with cuz.
Hello.
Because you can step up at any time and how you fuck
that
up.
Cool. He a cold
motherfucker, bro. That nigga can step up.
That's the part a lot of cats don't get.
Lord,
but you better understand it better than most.
I'm gonna show you.
You better understand it better than most.
Acknowledge that nigga right there.
He's still
if
there.
we don't acknowledge he there,
he gonna take over.
He gonna get you.
He gonna take over.
Because when he come to the service, you be like, yeah, you ain't gonna get me tonight. You ain't gonna get me.
All right, there it is there, man. Hey, man, look. Boy, and you're not here under no pretenses, man. We here to see Big Bro.
Yeah.
You hear, man? I appreciate the fact that you came, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's everything. I ain't seen you in months.
Yeah,
I ain't seen you in months, man. And
you know the situation has been hard, man.
But again, we're not gonna make no excuses. We find time. We'll figure it out.
We always
we'll
find
figure
time,
it
bro.
out.
We always find time.
It was an honor to have you here, bro, to come and grace the platform, man. And I hope people understand what we, discuss.
Okay.
It's not no gang banging. This is your story.
Look, this is what I want to say to you cats, man. Look, bro, I know a lot of homies are kind of iffy about doing anything, and I get it. I get it. But what's needed to be understood is if your story is not told or a story is not told, then we lead our kids up the wrong path. If they know, if they understand, if they can come to you and they just see you or they understand your story, they come to you and ask you about it, and you can tell them. But see, it's a lot more going on with this podcast than a lot of dudes think. I told the homie Bub I wasn't gonna come over here and do no hell of a long war stories and all that because I'm on positive.
Yeah.
He took me out of range for a minute, but I always come back. But I'm just saying, you guys have to understand, man, if this is about where we going next, then you need to look at the homies, like I mentioned earlier. They got halfway homes. And understand this is something that a lot of us need to do more of, and we can. Step to these dudes, man. These dudes they not gonna help. A closed mouth don't get fed. But step to these dudes with the right format, and they got you. They got you. Trust me, because they got me. So I know. All right, man. I'm gonna let that go, bud.
And that said, man, I'm just on that note, bro. This is what I say to homies, man, about to get down. Your story is yours. It's yours to be told. Can't nobody else speak for you about your life. And when we leave here, if we do not leave behind our story, then we leave a void. The legacy, you know what I mean, of what you've been through will be, it'll be void. It'll be void. Because devil, you can't come tell my story.
True.
I can't come tell yours.
This is true.
So if I leave here, homie, without speaking of what I've been through and my understanding of how it made me who I am today, that's gonna go with me. Can't nobody speak to that. You did?
Well, see, if you at your age now, Bub, at your age now, let me get something to you. At your age now, let's see, when you were gone, I was gone, but I came home before you and you left before me. I did 17, you did 20-something changes. These dudes out here now, Bub, and any one of our young homies will tell you I have always got at them on some positive.
I can
because it's like, whoa, bro, kick back.
I can dig it.
If you really adamant about doing this, come on, go with me. And a lot of these dudes don't understand that about you.
I can speak to that because everybody that know me know what they know. So aside from that, anybody I've ever been in contact with, and I'm not just speaking about Hoovers, I'm speaking about Crips, Bloods, Black folk. It was always positive. I don't care where you was from. I told you some real shit. I had your back. Okay, I'm from Hoover. You from wherever you from, so what?
So what?
I got you though. Don't trip, homie.
I got you.
I looked out for you. I did what I was supposed to do. My point is this, man. I support my people. I've always supported my people, in spite of the fact that I did some shit that was seen that would be contrary.
Because
you know what I mean?
Before you say that, let me say this. I want to say this, and I'm on the air, and I'm going to say this, and I know you're going to get some backlash from this, but I really don't care because I mean, that's a face. So it is what it is. Look here, bro. If it's a man that's trying to help you be with your damn family, how the hell is he your enemy?
It don't work.
Those two things don't work.
But
you see these dudes all day long talking about
it's contradictory.
So
it's contradictory.
With them niggas.
It's contradictory.
Them niggas.
Yeah.
Fuck you mean them niggas? Nigga, you fuck with them niggas. He helping you feed your family. It's like this. Bro, we not kids no fucking more. If you still gay, okay, I ain't gonna do gay banging. I can do it in terms of anybody can understand. Nigga, if you still selling houses, nigga, you need to go get a job. If you ain't chucking keys or better, nigga, you better go get a job. So if you still running around the streets with a pistol in your pocket wearing skinny jeans, what the fuck wrong with you?
You gonna make some homies mad.
You gonna make some niggas mad at you.
Hey, look, man. We gonna cut it there, man. Listen, like I said again, it's an honor, homie. You know what I'm saying? We from dirt rocks, man. Yeah, bro. We from eating dirt rocks. You know what I'm saying? Knee high to a grasshopper, man. We from running elementary schoolyards together, man, all the way up to the prison system.
Yeah, man.
And here we are. We're the fortunate ones, so to speak.
That's what I was gonna say.
We're fortunate, home. We're fortunate.
We all not here.
You know, if motherfuckers only knew, if they only, excuse my French, but if people only knew. That being said, man, I appreciate you coming, man. I love you. I always love you, man. And bro, man, you know, to big bro, he's gonna get better, man. And I'll be, you know, we gonna
say, man, y'all keep y'all prayers up for Big Diablo.
That's right, Big Diablo, man. I blow. All love, bro. Listen, man. You have been, you are, and you will be under the groove. Trey folks, 7-Eleven, the Deuce and the 9. You have been, you will be under the groove.
But we ain't game banging. This is about education. We trying to educate our youth right now, nigga. Hey. Said day is the best day. Skip walking across the floor in the best way. From Trey to the one way. It's a stump day. LA to the NY. Let this funk play.
Back in them days, it was love, loyalty, respect, and honesty.
That's my nigga Gumby right
there.
You know,
ex-busters, hooks, and snitches put on pedestals and ventilators.
Say lows on that Hoover shit. HIP, Tiny Moon, one of the hardest poets I ever heard connected with this star shit. Hey. Baby Jap and Jap 5, quick to set it off on the mic in the shack live.
When the shit get real and feel to the wheel, and then you will see like you sitting up in that motherfucker, looking at that light sin, that death sin.
Then they run into a witness stand, telling on their own homeboys.
Hoover stomp all night like this. Hoover stomp.
I know trouble. I know how to start them. He has no trouble looking for me.
I'm a New York nigga in the Pacific Sun. I say West Side Hoover if you ask where I'm from. Finest California runs, infusing my lungs. All about my bread. I ain't leaving.
Understand the end game. What's your end game? What's your purpose?
Keep one in the head, or I don't need a gun. I'm with Hawk on Hoover Street with a low ass jump. Hopping down Figueroa with a whole selling cunt. Grooving like this, come second to none. Grooving like Sconey Young, grooving like Booker Bone. I'm bad to the bone.